Hey, it's Chris, and I want to say thank you to our veterans, active duty military, and first responders for serving our great nation. You're listening to Highways and Byways. And welcome to Highways and Byways. I'm Chris Carlisle, your host. Last week I went to my niece's high school graduation. She graduated from Belton New Tech High at Wascow. Her mom, my sister, graduated in 1989 from Rockdale, and I graduated the year before in 1988 from Rosebud Lot. I've been on both the Bolivar and Lynchburg Ferries in the Houston area when I was a kid. I went on the Lynchburg around 1975. It's in the Houston Ship Channel. My grandparents took me and my sister on it. And I went on the Bolivar in 1979. It's in Galveston Bay, and that was on a field trip with a daycare. Mom worked there and went on the trip. I also went to a park that used to be in Galveston called Sea-Arama Marineworld. I don't know if anybody remembers that or not. I went twice with two different daycares. It was kind of like SeaWorld. You know, where they had different aquatic species like dolphins, whales. They also had shows. Also one show where a man kissed a snake. That's true. It opened in the 60s and closed in the 90s. Couldn't compete with SeaWorld. We went on school buses on both trips, and we usually went on field trips in vans. On one of the trips, one kid decided to get a head start of everybody, and we all got chewed out by one of the chaperones before going back to Houston. She talked about how the cars had to stop. I started to snicker, and she said, "It wasn't funny, it was sad." That day took us to a lot of places, like Bear Creek Park, a ranch in Hockley, and even to a movie each week. The name of the ranch, by the way, was called the Oil Ranch. It might have been owned by the owners of the daycare. After we first moved to Rosebud from Houston in '81, we listened to WBAP from Fort Worth. Back when they had a country format with DJs like Hal J, Don J, Jimmy Stewart, and others, and Dick Siegel in the Jetcopter 820 helicopter. And they also broadcast the Rangers and Mavericks games. I remember my dad telling me how they used to share frequencies with WFAA radio, 820 and 570. 570 was 5,000 watts in ABC, 820 was 50,000 watts in NBC. They would switch off every few hours. Each frequency had its own format. There are some YouTube channels that have uploaded both stations' coverage of the JFK assassination, and they still did the frequency switch on that coverage as well. The practice ended in the 70s. WFAA stayed on 570, while WBAP stayed on 820. WBAP went talk in the 90s. After being country for many years, WFAA had several formats until it was sold by Balo, which owned them, as well as Channel 8 WFAA TV. The new owners changed the call letters and eventually moved it to 1190, switching with another longtime Dallas station, KLIF, which then moved to 570. Be sure to leave a like, a rating, and a follow, and thank you for listening. Thanks for listening to Highways and Byways. Highways and Byways is a presentation of Chris Carlisle's podcast, and is produced, hosted, and written by Chris Carlisle. Thank you and have a good time.